I would ask for 2 claps and a Ric Flair, but I don't know if this is appropriate setting.
I give you 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
I wanted to take just a moment to recognize a few of you that are here today for some of your achievements. The first award that we're giving out is for the Rookie of the Year. This individual, in a first calendar year of selling real estate, had 15 units sold, 1 pending, 3 active listings, $4.6 million in volume, $116,000 in GCI. And the story that I heard, which is very inspiring, is that she was in a home at the time and her neighbors were really loud and she wanted to get her family out of that environment. So she started banging on doors, she started prospecting, and then she produced these results. She set 28 listing appointments, 100 hours prospecting, again, 4.6 million in volume. She replaced her income from a previous job that she had. She superseded it. So please give a round of applause for Liz Casera.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to be here. I could cry.
Congratulations. It's okay, you can cry.
I want to say thank you to my amazing husband. I can hear any noise or any distraction because he was my biggest cheerleader. And I couldn't have done this without you, Chris. I couldn't I'm so happy to have you in my life. I'm so happy to be a part of the Elite Builders. Thank you so much to my mentor, my coach, Jessica Nelson. She has taught me everything that I know, everything that I've done in my business. She has taught to me, and had I not met her and Aaron Novello, I would not be here today. Thank you so much to every single one of you. I'm so proud to be part of this family.
See, that's what this is all about, yeah? Is to create an environment of like-minded individuals, and it really has the capacity to change lives. I told Carla when we went down this path, I was like, hey, just so you know, this is really just like a ministry. The more people that we can bring into the ecosystem, the more people that we can pour into, love on, and share and help them. So congratulations, and I look forward to increases in volume from you, Liz. Yeah. Now, me and Jose, we were talking about this, and the next award is actually the Culture Award. Culture really has to do with going above and beyond, right? To really help out people that are aligned with you, or maybe they're even not aligned with you in some way. When me and Jose were talking about it and saying like, hey man, who's gonna get the Culture Award? This individual popped into my mind. What he did, we were actually on a call and he was trying to brainstorm and think about how could I add value to the people that are in his kind of leg of the org. And what he decided to do is actually drive 6 hours multiple times to help them with events. And I see him on role play calls with his group and he's pouring into them and he's loving on them and he's sharing them. He actually runs the role play group for us at the Elite Builders on the East Coast. So let's give a round of applause for Mr. Daniel Mizrobian.
Culture Award. Oh, that's something I definitely didn't think I was going to be receiving today. This is a very surreal moment. It was this time last year. We were in this room, actually, on this stage. And like, I don't know, agent attraction and doing deals was the farthest thing from my mind because I was reeling from the sudden death of my father. And thought to myself, I saw people getting awards. And I just thought, I said, you know, I could do that. I had like a moment of clarity. I was just like, I could do that. And next thing I know, I'm bringing a brokerage over from Massachusetts and didn't really know how to handle it because I'm 6 hours away. And Aaron and I kind of brainstormed, and he said, listen, you are one of the leaders. What can you do? And I honestly said, I don't know. I have no idea. Like, you got to guide me on this, brother. And he said, why don't you drive up there and help them? You think you could do that? I said, sure. So leaving my apartment at 4 to get up there at 9:30 to do an event from 10 to 2, and then leave at 3 to get home at 10:30, and then rinse and repeat twice a month is basically what we did. So they're building, and it's been an interesting journey. So I share that to say, to everybody here, like, that's possible for you. Everybody here can do that. I'm no different than anyone else. I honestly sometimes think I shouldn't even be here. There's, Aaron's met me at probably the darkest time of my life. I was, everybody knows the story. I was living on my parents' couch. I was broke, and I was in my mid-30s, and in a very, very dark time. And we got proximity to him, and he started coaching me, and now I'm bringing brokerages over. It's just ridiculously surreal. So. So, maybe there's some of you out there right now that are thinking that this isn't possible, and, bringing over brokerages, it's not possible. It completely is. If somebody like me can do it, everybody like you can do it. So I'll leave you with that thought. Thank you all very much.
Again, another example of getting proximity, getting into an ecosystem. And we're all one relationship away from changing our family tree for the rest of our life. That's been true for me and Jose. We've been that relationship for each other. Our intention is to be that relationship for as many people as we possibly can be. So our next award is actually for the top producer. And it's so fitting that this individual wins this award because he has the name that goes with the award. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you have a little guess of who that is, right? So this gentleman did $37 million in volume. That's pretty wild. And I really appreciated, when he was on the panel, he was really authentic and he shared his experience. And day in and day out, he produces at high levels. And we just want to recognize him for that. So welcome to the stage, Mr. Sohail Salhuddin. Of course he wins the award with a name like that, right?
Hey, well, I wasn't expecting this. Kind of in shock, so let me digress for a second. I want to chuckle for a little bit to get it out, but thank you. Thank you. I thought I was just like a shadow for you, honestly. But I want to thank my wife because she works with me, and she's been the biggest support system that I've had. And thank Aaron for changing my life and doing so much for me. Jose for being there when I needed him. And for everybody here, Aaron's right. I mean, I work hard, I grind, I love it. I thrive in the high intensity, high stress environments. But Aaron did teach me how to think differently. And it changed a lot in my business, changed the way I thought about business. Yeah, all I can say is you're in the right room. I've been in many rooms like, big convention conferences, and this is a good one because it's not the one all be all. Aaron is really on the innovation of doing things differently, grasping onto the latest to help all of us so we can think differently, operate differently, and do bigger things. So thank you.
You just gotta hang it to this is falling off. Okay. Yeah, you put it like that. Thank you, bro. Cheers, guys.
The final award is the one that goes out for the top attractor. I like attraction, yeah? This individual, it took me a little bit to help them to see what attraction was all about, yeah? For 6 months, she was like, nah, I'm good. I dragged her to a build event in Texas, yeah? She's like, I don't really want to go. I'm like, you're going. And while she was there, it clicked, because what I'm aware of is sometimes people don't see themselves in me, and that's okay. I'm aware that when you go to those events and you go to events like these, you can see yourself in someone else, right? And once she got it, she got it. She dialed in. She intentionally and purposefully took courses on improving her speaking. She took me a little bit to convince her to do the media thing at first, and then she just like is an animal now and doubled down and tripled down on it. So we're going to give the top attractor award to the one and only, sometimes imitated, but never duplicated, Miss Jessica Nelson.
Second year in a row?
Second year in a row.
Can everyone in my org come up here? So this award I wouldn't have without all of you. And I hope that coming here, one of you goes home and you become the top attractor. I'm so blessed and grateful that you chose me. And I'm so blessed and grateful that you put up with me.
That was a deep laugh, wasn't it? Maybe I should.
Wait, why are you laughing that hard?
That's funny.
How do you really feel, Aaron? And thank you for everything you've done.
Yeah.
And John, thank you for everything you've done. This is an amazing company. If you have not been to EXPCon or Build, the event you mentioned, go. It's worth every penny. It will change you. If you've been to other real estate events, how are most realtors? They're freaking out. They're on their phone. They're not business people. What I learned from being around EXP is we are business people. We are true entrepreneurs. And this is a blessing to be in community with all of you. So thank you.
That concludes our awards for today. So finish your eating and the dancing will commence shortly. These are legitimately some of the top real estate agents on the planet. 4% of all businesses that are ever started in the United States do over $1 million a year in revenue. If somebody's earning between $500 to $1 million in GCI, you are the top 0.001% of all agents on the planet. So let's give them a round of applause, please.